So, in today's podcast,
A man drinking breast milk from a fridge?
popcorn lungs. Is it real?
Why do we smoke? Why are people bored these days?
Why are people bored these days?
ADHD and anxiety? Do they even exist? How social media is good for traveling. Learn from me.
Danny can get a job online.
Is Bitcoin bullshit?
We will see in today's episode. What's up, guys? Welcome to our first ever podcast. My name is Danny.
And I'm Aaron, and this is Out of Context.
Yeah.
We were talking about earlier, Reddit, because we read a lot of Reddit, and there's some fucked up shit on there.
Definitely.
And not everyone finds it, but we find it, unfortunately, which sucks. But we kind of wanted to talk about some of these things because they're a bit controversial and not everyone agrees on them, but we have some interesting thoughts on some of these topics.
Reason why we stumbled upon these Reddit posts
It's because we're sad as fuck.
No. Jesus. You're fucking this up, Aaron.
So anyway, talking about Reddit, there is certain subreddits that have some pretty weird shit that you won't find in your everyday conversation. But this guy, I don't know how old he is now, but he was 17 when it happened. And
Okay.
His mum's friend was a MILF, like super hot. He didn't show a picture or anything, but I'll believe this guy.
Okay.
So when he was 17, his mum's friend, she was only like 10 years older than him. And
Wait, what?
his mum's friend was 10 years older than him. So his mum had some young friends, I guess.
Okay.
Or maybe they just became friends because of where she works. And she works in this like nursery daycare type of place.
So wait, the mother obviously had the kid when she was a teenager, right?
I guess so, yeah. Or I don't know. I don't remember the whole story, but I think this kid's mom helped out at the nursery, or they were just there for some reason. But the MILF, she worked there, and she helped the kids. So this guy comes along, and he's really like aroused by this woman, and
How old is the guy? 17.
17 at the time.
Yeah.
And don't know how he finds this out, but there's some breast milk in the fridge. And it's hers. It's the MILF's breast milk. And he, like, gets out a shot glass. I don't know what they have shot glasses in a nursery for. That seems a bit fucked up. Probably because they hate their jobs or something. So they just drink after.
Wait. And why was that woman's... Like, she worked in the nursery.
Yeah.
Why was her breast milk in a fridge in the nursery and not at her home
guess,
or her house or whatever?
I don't know. I guess she had a kid there, like, who needed an extra supply. Like, he was hooked on that shit, you know? He needed some, like, during the day.
Okay.
So this guy gets out a shot glass, he puts some in. He only puts in, like, he only fills, like, a quarter of the shot glass, so it's not a lot. But he drinks some, and it... Like, he thinks it tastes pretty weird, but he's really aroused. And then he goes home, jerks off to her Reddit or her Facebook photos, and then he looks in the mirror and thinks, "What the fuck am I doing?"
Okay, so he's a bit sane. He's
At
not
least-
totally
at
out
least-
of the
yeah,
world. But...
At least he said, "What the fuck" afterwards. Like, that is definitely a fucked up story, but who else can say that they don't have a fucked up story? Like, we haven't all
Everyone's
jerked off to a MILF and drank her breast milk, but we've all done something a bit fucked up. So yeah, that's like, I guess that's the point I'm trying to get across, is like everyone's done something fucked up, you know?
What a way to kick off our first podcast,
Yeah.
Aaron. Now back to me. Do you even vape, bro?
So yeah, I was saying that I used to vape before, and I still smoke. Well, I smoke now, I smoked before, but then I had like this in-between phase where I vaped. I did that for like 3 months, and when I quit smoking, my mum sent me this link on Facebook that said you can get this thing called popcorn lung, and I didn't read it.
That's what I asked you, yeah.
Yeah.
Just to get in the picture, I asked him, so what is this whole popcorn lung thing? that you used to talk to me about?
I have no idea. I don't know why I talked to you about it, but I just replied to my mum's post by saying, "At least I'm not getting lung cancer."
Well, what the fuck is popcorn lung? Like, is it equivalent to lung cancer? What?
No, well, I know that it's not curable.
Not curable.
Not curable.
And how
no.
does it come up? Like, how do you get it?
I think it's from having like too much vapor in your lungs or something.
Moisture, like
Moisture,
yeah.
yeah, something like that. But I don't think it can kill you.
But what does it do? Like, what are the effects of having popcorn lung?
I'm not sure. I didn't read the thing. I just thought my mum
Jesus.
was being.
Why are you
a
so
bit of a
ignorant?
hypocrite. Like, she never said anything. She never sent me some lung cancer shit when I was smoking cigarettes. She still
Is the
doesn't give a
popcorn lung
fuck.
thing true though, or was that like some kind of, I don't know, bullshit post?
It's not researched enough. Like, it's still a new thing.
That's the scary thing. I've been doing research about vaping and stuff, and everywhere people say there's not enough research. They don't know enough about it. It's like, for example, cigarettes. Like in the 1960s, they even said cigarettes were fucking good for you, and now they say they give you fucking cancer. What I'm saying is, compared to cigarettes, before in the 1960s up to the 80s or whatever, they didn't know the effects of cigarettes. They didn't know it was actually bad for you. And now we're vaping, and we don't know if it's good or bad. I mean, how can you know? You can only know by long-term effects. Like, oh, someone's been smoking vape since 2012, and it's like, I don't know, 2040, now he's dead. And the reason why he's dead is because of vaping. Then we're going to see, oh shit, vaping is actually bad for you. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, but I do not want to fucking die because of this shit. I already stopped smoking. Yes, I know it's stupid that if you want to stop smoking, you're going to go to something you don't even know kills you.
Well, I don't think it can be any worse than this, to be honest.
Obviously, there is a difference. There's no combustion. There's no,
There's no nicotine if you don't want any.
no nicotine.
So,
I smoke
no
without
addiction.
nicotine because I'm not a fan of it. I don't need it. It's just, like, when I used to smoke, I liked smoking because it's just of the action, the social action of smoking. Like, you have something to do, like if
You have to go outside and everything.
if you're like in a restaurant with your family and you're like up to your balls with everyone, you're just gonna be like, oh shit, I'm gonna go out for a cigarette.
Yeah.
And it's that small 5 minutes that you have for yourself to like relax, take a deep breath, have a fag, and be like, oh jeez.
A cigarette can be
It's
like
like a
your best
break.
friend, man.
Yeah, it's like it gives you like isolation from the world during 5 minutes. Or you can also social smoke, which is like smoking with people and shit. And that's pretty stupid if you're gonna smoke just for that, in my opinion.
I agree. I mean, I do that, but I also smoke at home as well.
But that's the reason why I used to smoke. I used to smoke because of the feeling of having a break. Or if you're waiting for the bus and you don't know what the fuck to do with your life, then you're just gonna have a cigarette. I know it's bad, but it kept me busy in a way.
That brings up another topic.
What
Well, like, yeah, why the fuck are people so bored these days? Why are people so bored in having like a 5-10 minute break that they don't know what to do with themselves? They have to do something. They have to smoke, or they have to be on their phone, or anything. Yeah, like,
Well, during like years ago, like in the 1940s, when there was no internet, no computers, no phones, nothing. What did people do to entertain themselves? My dad used to say to me all the time, when I would say I'm bored, he would tell me, I've never been bored, ever. And I was like, how the fuck can you not be bored if you grew up in an era where there's no phones, no internet, no social media, no video games, no TV? Okay, there was TV, but barely.
but how would you be bored? I mean, like, you would...
Back then, you just go out. You just have fun
Yeah.
with your friends. You don't get bored. There's no such thing as getting bored.
Exactly.
Just like anxiety.
exist.
I mean, I'm not going to joke with anxiety because there is some people that have anxiety, and I know it's true because I have it sometimes. But back then, there was no anxiety. Nobody would come up and say, yo, I have something in my chest, and it's like stress or something. I mean, I don't know if they had anxiety, but from what my dad told me, that shit didn't exist back then.
Good old days.
It's
man.
like now there's so many things, so many excuses for so many things that people use. Like, social anxiety or I don't know. They say I heard something that Max told me about. What was it? What's it called when you have ADHD? Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that what Max has?
Yeah, and JJ. As
Yeah,
well.
yeah. They say that it didn't exist back then. They said that ADHD is something created by psychologists today or something, but back then in the 60s, 70s, 80s, there was no ADHD. And I don't know if I can back that up.
I think it's like, it's just a problem that got created because there's a lot more pressure in the world from all this shit. Like, I mean, if you're ugly now, no one's gonna like your photo on Instagram. I mean, people are, but you feel like, oh, I only got 10 likes. Like, how does this girl get 200 likes or something like that? I was gonna say something before. Yeah, like, you know what we're missing? We're missing like just-
Right now in this podcast.
no, like in life. It exists still, but in a lot of people's lives, I don't think they have it. It's just like being spontaneous as fuck. Someone says, "Do you want to do this thing?" and you really do want to do it, but you don't.
End up doing it at the
Yeah.
end. Yeah, that happens a lot.
Like this podcast.
Yeah, actually, yes. Last week we were planning on recording this podcast, and someone decided to go to a carnival party.
Sorry, man. I'm sorry I live far away. I can only do one thing a day. That sucks. Yeah, I can only make like one plan a day.
I would not be too sure about that, Aaron.
I mean, if I woke up early
I mean, you
enough-
can tell this to people who don't know you, but you're telling this in front of me, man, and I think I know you kind of well.
All right, true. I do arrive to places like at least half
2
an hour
hours late. Says something, then never comes. Hey, I'll be there at 4. Comes at 7.
Yeah, that was pretty recent actually.
Every single recent time we've gone to get beers or something. We're getting out of topic.
Yeah.
What did you say back?
Yeah, just that people don't do what people are scared to do, shit that they want to do.
True, but this is where social media kicks in. Social media. I definitely got inspired to travel the world because of social media. I've seen a lot of posts of, I don't know, Asia or the south of Asia, Australia, Africa. A lot of places where I look at these posts of people going there and I'm like, damn, I would really like to go there and, you know, have a holiday or take pictures and video and, you know, adventure kind of shit. I love adventure. I love thinking about adventure. And you too. Even Aaron, Aaron and a couple of his friends, I was out, but then I wanted to get in, but then the idea went to shits like most of our ideas. Aaron wanted to do something called the World Travelers. So why don't you explain some of this to us, Aaron?
All right. Well, yeah, I had this idea. It's pretty crazy, but it's been done before, so it's not that crazy. But I wanted to walk around the world. Like, obviously you can't walk around the whole world. You got to get some sort of transport, but you can walk around most of the world. And I think that would be great. Problem is, yeah, I wouldn't have enough money to support myself. And
Patreon.
it would take... Oh, yeah, I could do that. And it would take like 10 fucking years. Well, that's if you walk around like... That's if you wanted
Literally
to go to like
walk.
every fucking country and walk through it like a little bit. Like, if you're walking through the world, if you don't care about which countries you go to, you just walk through the world. Like, you can just go straight up through like South America, North America. But if you want to go through all the countries, you have to kind of go like this.
No, but I don't think you should walk. I just think you should take transport, but eat like the cheapest transport possible.
Yeah.
For example, Max, when he went to South America, I can't remember. Nicaragua, that's it. When he went to Nicaragua, he did take a plane there, but then when he was going back, he took like buses up to Guatemala and Mexico and shit. And I think that's pretty cool. Like, you know, the typical Hollywood kind of movie bus, you know, like the typical American school bus, but it's in South America and it's like painted blue and it's a bit, you know,
Shit, nice.
broken down. But he used to take those and he showed me the pictures and I'm like, fuck, it's, you know, it's actually real. You actually, if you pay for a cheap bus ride there, you actually go on the typical movie Mexican buses or whatever. And I think that's pretty cool.
And it only costs 50 pesos.
Yeah, how do you know?
I don't know. I'm just making it up.
Oh, I think 50 pesos might be more.
Is that a lot?
I don't know. I don't know the exchange rate, man. Probably you said like 50 euros or something. Nah.
Yeah, traveling is something we all love.
But the reason why most of the people can't do it is money. No, that's an unfortunate thing for everyone. I mean, unless you get out of your ass and get a job, it's really hard to get money out there.
But I'll say the one good thing about the internet, you can get online jobs.
Bullshit. The other day, and for real, I'm really pissed, and I hope I did not get hacked or something in my computer. But the other day, I went through YouTube, all right? Tons of videos on user testing, all right? And that's like, I think I'm right, because this is what it said. It's like the only place like in all of the internet where you can make most money out of user testing. So basically, user testing is a company like, I don't know, let's say an example, Ferrari wants to make a website on the internet, but they're not sure to launch it yet, so they need user testers. Did I say that right?
Yep.
Yeah. Why? I mind fuck myself sometimes. Okay. So they need user testers to test out the website to see if it has any bugs, if it has any crashes, if anything doesn't work, if something's misplaced, misspelled, whatever, anything. And I heard from the guy that said the video, you can get paid like around $30 an hour, and that's not too bad considering people's pay today, you know. Okay, yeah. So it's pretty alright from working home, and you know, like it's technically 20 minutes of work, and you make $10 out of that. So in an hour, you make 30. So I downloaded the thing. It made me download some kind of screen recorder. You only have to record your voice, and you basically have to like review out loud, speak your mind of what you think of this website all the time, and it makes you have like a mini exam at the beginning where you have to review this museum thing in the United States and the website, and you have to like talk about the website and how it is, you know, how it looks like, all that crap that I just said. And they said I'm not admitted, and I'm like,
why? Because you're too dumb.
I spoke literally the smartest way I've ever spoken in my whole life. I did not know I was capable of speaking like that. So I go onto the comment section, and everyone's like, yeah, they didn't accept me either, man. They didn't accept me. They didn't accept me. And I started thinking, is this a scam or something to hack my computer? And I suddenly see these comments saying like, yo, I can't believe people fell for this. And I'm like, shit, man. I spent like the past hour, and I played with the PS4, and I was like super excited over the mic, like, yo, dude, I'm gonna get paid $30 an hour. Shit.
We all fall for
that
it
was
sometimes.
I never felt so bad in my life.
Yeah, dude, I fell for the Bitcoin scam, the one where you mine Bitcoin on your phone, and it said that I had like 10 euros worth of Bitcoin, but you actually have to have this, like, you can't take out any money until you get to like a million
Bitcoin.
No, not a million Bitcoin. It's called Satoshi.
Because one Bitcoin is like, what, 1,000 or 6,000?
More like 10,000 now, I think.
Oh my god. Yeah, but don't invest in Bitcoin. That shit's going down. Man.
Yeah, man. I was looking at it. I was actually saying to one of our friends called Armin, I was like, man, we should invest in Bitcoin. And I said it at the time where it was at the highest. And then, like, within a month, it went down 10,000. It was at, like, no joke, 17,000. Now it's at, like, 9,000, I think.
Can you still make a profit?
Not if it's going down. If it goes... Yeah,
if it keeps going down, you're gonna lose money. That's obvious.
Yeah.
But I mean,
if it
I
has
seen a video lately about like an updated version of Bitcoin right now, and they did say it is going down, but it's kind of a roller coaster because sometimes it is going a bit up, and it's going a bit down, it's going a bit up, it's going a bit down. So truly, I don't think it's worth to invest right now in Bitcoin.
Yeah, I mean, if you do it, don't spend all your money.
Sell your shares. I would definitely recommend if you actually, bought Bitcoin. I'm not going to call you stupid because it's perfectly respectable, But I would definitely recommend you to sell your shares or sell the Bitcoin, however you do it.
I'm gonna say keep your shares. Wait till it hits 1 million for 1 Bitcoin.
Do you know that they said that in 2020? No, not 2020. I think 2030 or 2025, Bitcoin is not going to even exist anymore.
You think?
I read it.
We must be reading different shit, because I've been seeing shit that says real money will not exist anymore because of Bitcoin in like
Nah,
2030.
I read that Bitcoin's gonna die, but then a new kind of encrypted currency is gonna come out, something better than Bitcoin or
So
something.
we should put our money in that.
Yeah, but what happens if some Chinese guy invents some shitty Bitcoin thing, and they say this is the next currency, internet, whatever fucking thing? Jesus, I really hate it.
The moral of this story is go traveling if you can before you die.
Don't invest in Bitcoin.
Don't invest in Bitcoin, but invest in something else that might work out. And yeah.
That seems to be some good advice.
Thanks for watching. It's time for me to go now. See you guys next week, or whenever the fuck. Oh, subscribe. I thought you said shut the door.
Right, fuck off. Get out of my house.